Imagine that.
Oops, that was not the one I was looking for. Okay, we're live, by the way.
Awesome.
Um,
I accidentally broke my streak on my fitness pal over the weekend.
So it looks like pear juice and um, yeah, chicory root fiber.
Okay. Weird.
Soy, maybe? Maybe the soy is what makes it plant based?
Well, all those things are plant based. It means that it doesn't use dairy.
Gluten free. No artificial sweeteners, no sugar alcohols.
Hmm.
19 grams of sugar per serving. It's about equal with all the other decent ice creams I've had, so it's not really a fitness one. It's more of a non dairy alternative, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cool.
do you want to hold on for a second, or do you want to just jump into it?
Well, I was gonna say, do you want to start with how your week has been, or
I guess we can start doing all that.
you want to go first?
Yeah. My tweet has been reached by a lot of people today. I didn't post anything today. Whatever. Okay, so I guess we're starting this.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, go ahead. I don't want to go first.
Go first.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Tough shit.
Okay, so my week.
Winner.
It, my week went really good until Friday.
Ma'am.
And then Friday was my birthday. And I was still going to be good.
And then it went all downhill.
And then we went out to dinner at Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they have rolls, and I really, really like the rolls so much.
The rolls are good.
And I was like,
Tasty.
you know what?
What did I weigh this morning?
Fuck it. I will be bad for dinner. And then I planned, because I had a bunch of plans, food-wise, for Saturday. Because Ashley wanted to take me out for my birthday, and then I was supposed to have dinner with Mom and everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I will just be bad for dinner and bad on Saturday, and that'll be okay.
Yeah.
So I ate the rolls, and I had mac and cheese, and I ate the brownie. It was awesome.
Yeah, so, I didn't have any of the brownie.
No, I got the brownie when they
Oh, that
came
was
and
the
sang me
cake.
happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
And then Saturday, I don't think I had breakfast or lunch. Oh, I had a
Saturday?
hostess. I had a hostess cupcake for brunch on Saturday.
I haven't had Hostess cupcake in fucking forever.
Yeah, that's what I had for brunch on Saturday.
I'm
And
kind
then
of
we were
jealous.
we were gonna go to Olive Garden for dinner, but there was an hour and 45-minute wait at 4 p.m. at Olive Garden. So we went, meh, screw this, and went over to Hoo Hot. Which the stupid thing is I could be good at Hoo Hot. And what I learned the hard way is I actually like it better to not
Yeah.
add the noodles. But I was like, oh, since I'm being bad and I was being bad anyway, I'm going to add the noodles because I love the noodles. Well,
And you were completely disappointed.
I was
weren't you?
completely disappointed.
Yeah, see.
So,
So what happens when you start changing your diet and start changing your mindset? Shit
yeah.
that you thought was awesome before just doesn't have the same appeal anymore.
No, it just didn't. I was so disappointed in my dinner. Then, when I got home, Arabeth had asked, because she was sad because her and her girlfriend broke up, if we could have ice cream. So I took them to Dairy Queen when I got home and got myself a Blizzard. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start being good tomorrow.
Yep, there we go. We start getting in that mindset. I'll do good tomorrow.
Well, no, because I said I was going to do dinner Friday night and then all day Saturday. Well, because I changed my plans with everybody, so I didn't do dinner with the family that I was supposed to on Saturday night.
Yeah.
I we went to lunch on Sunday. So I'm like, okay, I can make a weekend of this. And I ate a Monte Cristo and a cheese stick and some spinach
So your
artichoke dip.
so your one day of birthday being bad turned into a weekend.
Yes. And I was like, oh, this is. And I ate so much on Sunday. And then I ate an entire bag of jelly beans. An entire fucking bag of jelly beans.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking like, ooh, jelly bellies or like, no, I'm talking generic ass spiced jelly beans, which weirdly are my very favorite. And on the 2 hour drive between Sterling and Denver, I ate the entire bag. I thought I was going to puke.
Nice. Yeah. Well.
And then I was worried because, I've said before, I can't do any cheat days in this year just because, and not because I don't believe in cheat days, but because I tend to make cheat days into cheat months.
Cheat months. Yeah.
But I had no problem yesterday
Getting back on track.
getting back on track.
Yeah. That
I was
Paul
like,
Meany.
huh?
With that Paul Meany.
Oh, that was rough. But
I.
I I didn't have a problem with the whole, well, I've already fucked it up. I made the decision. I was like, on Sunday morning when I decided I was going to go out to lunch with everybody, and where we were going to lunch doesn't leave a lot of options unless I was just going to get a burger
Yeah.
with no bun and that's it. Um, so I was like, I will just start again on Monday, and it's not a big deal to have this cheat weekend for my birthday, and it'll be okay. And in all honesty, yesterday I had no problems at all. I didn't
Cool.
think to myself, even when I got super hungry at dinner time, I wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to go eat whatever I want and say screw it and I'll just do a couple proteins. I didn't. I stayed
Yeah.
and did very good.
Well, you're talking about doing protein days before your birthday even came around.
Yeah, I do want to.
So.
I do want to do a protein day. I'm going to try and do one today. Trying to think what I've already had. Yeah, I should be able to do. All I've had today is protein and coffee.
Cool. I've had a fig bar and a banana.
I've had coffee, and then Alyssa and I ran to Burger King before I dropped her off and went to Walmart. And I
Yeah.
got a double sausage, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich and fed the dog the croissant. And just ate the
Nice.
sausage, egg, and cheese.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, um,
Your
I,
turn.
I guess I didn't do much better. I've actually been terrible. I've been hitting over 2,000 calories intake every day for the like past
Holy
2 weeks.
cow.
Yeah, I'm like doing shitty. I've only lost 1.2 pounds since last Tuesday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am not doing good. According to my spreadsheet, which calculates my average weight at the end of this whole 12-week challenge, I will hit 213 pounds, which is like nowhere near where I want to be.
No.
So, and that's based off an average intake of more than 2,300 calories a day and an average burn of 3,100.
Yeah.
So I'm doing shitty.
Sounds like.
I'll be getting less steps every week. Except this week I'm gonna well, part of our video is being motivated, but yeah, it's been horrible. I've had major carb issues, and
Why?
I'm still
I mean,
I'm still losing weight. I'm just not losing it faster as fast as I used to. And
uh,
that's not just an age thing. That's a I'm snacking on cookies or random shit that I shouldn't be thing.
well, that's what I was asking. Why do you think it's been
Uh,
so bad the past?
well, let's see. Yesterday's lunch was
Well,
680
okay.
calories, which is twice as many calories as I
Yeah.
normally eat.
Yesterday's lunch was high.
Sunday I wiped out, or is it Sunday or Saturday that I wiped out that pint of kind frozen dark chocolate peanut butter ice cream, which is gluten and dairy free, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. It didn't have the ripples like it shows on the damn picture, but it still had a good taste to it.
That's good.
Um, then I ate that whole bag of Reese's um,
Oh,
white chocolate eggs. This weekend has been horrible. So, but I would like to point out that even though I've had horrible days and where I get to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I just want to record that day. Actually, I have been putting in every single thing for the past 3 weeks except for the one day that I forgot to weigh in. By the time I remembered, I already had like 2 cups of coffee and started eating my breakfast. I'm like, shit. Well, I can't weigh myself now. So that is the only red that's on my spreadsheet is I forgot to weigh in that one day.
that's
Everything
awesome.
else I've been putting in, and yeah, putting things into realistic perspective on how many carbs I eat in a day.
I was so mad at myself because up until Friday, I had a 54-day streak on my Fitness Pal of recording everything. And then I just completely and totally spaced doing it all weekend long. I didn't even think about it. It wasn't till yesterday I went to log our lunch and I went, oh shit, I never logged in over the entire weekend.
Does the app show your streak?
Yeah, if you hit account, yours is 40
Um,
something days.
I don't know where my account's at. Oh, there we go. 45-day streak.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's nothing compared to what I used to have.
no, I was up to 54 damn days. And then, oopsie, so mad at myself. Now I have 2 days.
I've been recording all my water, all my food.
That's awesome.
So there's that.
Okay. Tips and tricks to stay motivated.
That look on your face is that during the headlights, I have no idea what we're doing today. Look.
No, I have it right there in front of me.
No, you even wrote notes down. Look at you all prepared. For
So,
once.
right? Go ahead.
Still waiting on my list of topics
I know, I've
from
been
2 weeks ago.
struggling.
Actually, I've been waiting for an article on a keto breakfast for more than a year now.
Whatever.
It's in no, don't tell me whatever. It's in a sauna with your name on it
I know.
from last year, this time last year.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I
suck.
know. So,
Anyway,
go
good.
ahead. You go first.
Why do I always have to go first? This is your damn show.
Because I just went first.
But it doesn't matter. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
No,
It's your turn.
I am the Steve to your Stacker.
Whatever.
Denver reference people. Go ahead. No, this is all your show.
Okay. So, I think it's very important to point out that different stuff works for every single person. And the things that I use to keep motivated may not help you get motivated or may not help somebody else. But at the same time, there are little tips and tricks.
Well, ticks and tips.
Yeah.
Ticks and trips. There you go.
There we go. That's probably more accurate.
Yeah. Tick a box and take a trip.
Just little things. Sometimes it's daily, sometimes it's weekly that I have to tell myself that I have to do that helps me stay on track and helps me keep this up.
All mine are north of being a dork, so not mine aren't going to work for most people.
Well, but I mean, the most important thing at all is to find whatever works for you. Even if anybody else thinks it's ridiculous, if it works for you, it's not ridiculous. And that goes for everything in life. If something works for you,
Right.
that doesn't make it wrong or ridiculous. And I know so many people get told that just because they're not doing it a certain way, if it works,
That's wrong.
it doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it different, and that's not wrong.
No.
So, one of the things that really has helped me this time is that I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this full year of keto. I want to do this experiment, whether I lose, even after I lose all my weight, like I'm going to make this work. And for some reason, me just telling myself that has helped keep me motivated better than anything else, which is weird. It's just getting in that mindset. And making sure I stay on top of tracking my stuff and writing in my journal, which I haven't, which is probably one of the reasons I've been a little bit of a slacker. Uh huh.
I forgot to write mine.
Which is probably one of the reasons I've been a little bit of a slacker more in the last couple weeks because I haven't written in it. I've done a really bad job of making sure I keep track of everything. But even though I have not done as well as I'd like with tracking, I still pay attention to what I eat. I just need to do better.
Yeah.
You had a tip or trick or something that works for you? We'll just
Do we,
like go back and
are we
forth.
just gonna go back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess the first one is my case studies. I enjoy doing case studies and seeing what works best for me, and usually it's all centered around collecting data. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, Chris.
So, like right now, I'm doing a case study of how much weight I can lose if I maintain my diet and play the Xbox at least once every day for the next 7 days. And so I'm gonna write an article based on that information for Colorado Plays. And I use the shit out of my spreadsheets. So that's why I say that my trick is probably not for everybody because
Well,
I love data. I should have been a scientist. I
right?
love collecting numbers, and so seeing all that stuff, my spreadsheet even estimates how much weight or how much I'll weigh at the end of all this, and I was have to put in a few more calculations to see how many steps I'd have to do per hour in order to meet some goals.
Meet some goals. That's awesome.
But that's the thing is that that kind of stuff is really fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love spreadsheets. What is that? She was sneezing. I love spreadsheets. I love doing charts and graphs and all that other stuff. So I'm in the wrong career path,
All right.
but
That's okay.
that's what
Like, if
that's what does
that's
it for
what
me.
helps
I
you, I
enjoy
mean,
it. It's fun.
one of the things that's really helped me the last 3 weeks now is we are doing Fitbit challenges. My aunt's part of it. We've been playing bingo, and I'm like really trying so hard to beat her. And the last 2 weeks now, I have put forth the effort. I have done it, and I've been like, last week I was ahead of her all week long, all
And
week.
then you forgot your
No,
Fitbit.
no, that was the week before. No,
Oh,
last week I was ahead of her all week long. And then the last day, I had two left and she finished before me, and then I forgot to put in the last two. I was so mad, but like I was so close. I was like, "Yes, I'm beating her." And it made so I was making sure that I was getting up and walking at work and to get my steps, cuz it's like, "Okay, I need this many steps left to be able to beat her." And every day I was like, "Okay, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this." And then she still beat me,
yeah.
but I put forth the effort. I was like, dang it, I'll try again next week. So we're part of one again.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now is putting in my numbers.
Yeah. So I'm like, man. And stupidly enough, like just that little bit of competition with the family, with my friend, really kind of helps me a little bit. Because sometimes I don't care, but sometimes I do. It just kind of depends on who's competing and if they're competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were doing it with just the girls, nobody was really competitive about it. They were like, "Well, if I win, I win," and
Well,
I was
I
like,
don't know
oh,
that one I was hellbound and determined to beat Arabeth.
"Yeah."
So I did. And then Alyssa got mad because I didn't let Arabeth win. I'm like, I don't let my kids win at shit. If my kids want to beat me, they're gonna have to bring their A game.
Right?
I'm not one of those parents who gives an A or gives a trophy for participation. If you're gonna beat me, it's gonna be on merit.
Your turn.
That's how I roll. Um, let's see what else. My spreadsheet. What's been well, what's been motivating me during the sun is getting outside. I mean, it's
Yeah.
64 degrees right now. I went outside and did my walk before the show, and what I normally do is I throw on my Bluetooth headset and I start my playlist. Um, I started this morning with More Human Than Human. Nothing like Rob Zombie to get you going in the morning.
Right?
Or it'll be AC/DC, or there's several of them. that get me in the right mindset to whoop some ass. So I have a playlist of stuff I listen to, and I get up first thing in the morning and go for my walk, and then I crank it up when I get back in and start working.
That's awesome. My steps for the competition
Yeah.
are 6.66.
Ooh. That's not good. Same as the devil, Max.
We knew that. The other
Yeah,
things
but you
are
don't wear
like
Prada.
the other things that are
I
really
don't need your pity.
helpful for motivation are long-term goals. And I mean, it's important to
Yeah.
have short-term goals because sometimes long-term goals can be a little overwhelming and it's easier to give up on them because you're not seeing
Well,
instant gratification.
it's that whole. Damn it, Max! I was looking at that. I was trying to read an important tweet, and then she bumped my thumb, and it closed it all.
Oh,
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the goals.
yeah.
Yeah, like but writing the 1 million words for the year.
Yeah.
If I break it down per day, it's only like what 1,800 words per day or 2,100. It's something stupid low. So
Yeah.
it's like when you look at it at a smaller goal, then it's not nearly as daunting.
Well, okay. If you look at it for fitness and weight loss, let me look and see what my last weight was because I forgot to weigh this week because I wasn't here on Sunday and I was eating like a fat kid. So I was like, meh, we'll put that off a little bit because.
Put cat
But
cat
okay.
spit on a baseball.
So I have
Can I help with a slider?
150 pounds to lose. Okay?
Yeah.
And if I look at it that way, it just seems so overwhelming and like it's not even possible.
Yeah, that's
It's
a lot of weight.
that's a lot of fucking weight to lose.
That's almost 2 of Arbeth.
Yeah, not quite. She's like
I know.
115 pounds.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I look at that big goal and I'm like, oh my goodness, 150 fucking pounds, that's never gonna happen. That's so much weight.
Yeah.
But I also look at I've lost and kept off over 80 pounds,
Yeah. Me too.
which describes how big of a fat ass I was to begin with. But
Hey, well, you seen that picture of me and Ash?
yeah.
My face was fucking round.
But so if I look at it, as I was saying, if I look at, oh my goodness, I have 150 pounds to lose, that's very discouraging and it makes me not want to at all. But
Yeah.
I don't focus on that at all. I had to calculate it out right now. How much, I had to look at how much I weigh and like do the math in my head, which, see some smoke,
Buzz, yeah. Buzz out the phone. Where's the calculator?
Yep. But
1 minus 1.
if it was really motivating on like the first week in February when I stepped on the scale and I'd already lost 20 pounds. So
Yeah.
essentially I lost 20 pounds in the month of January. And I looked at Mike and I was like, hey, do you think it's possible to consistently for me to lose 20 pounds a month? Because then I'd be at my goal weight in 6 months. Like,
Well, what did I tell you? If you can maintain your shit, yes.
uh-huh. I don't know how much I've lost in February. I don't
Did
think
you?
I lost very
Yeah,
much
I was
in
gonna
February.
say, did you maintain your shit?
I don't think so. I need to do better.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, because while I'm still doing keto, I think my carbs are a little higher than I'd like consistently. And the types of food I'm eating could be better. I think I need
Yeah.
to sit down and make and follow a menu. Well, I have like 4. I have 4 sitting
I was gonna
here
say,
around me.
need to make better food choices,
Yes.
including yesterday's lunch.
Yes. So, just so everybody knows, we finally did do the Palmini taste test video. I'm going to
Reaction
have
video.
I'm going to try to have it edited and posted by Friday. I should have time to get it edited and posted.
Spoiler alert, I threw the rest of it away.
Yeah.
I was thinking if I can compost it, but then I thought, no, because there's dairy and
Yeah,
that
because there's
bacon that was
dairy
in
and
it,
bacon
so
in it. No, so you can't.
can't compost it. Oh,
Yeah.
so The landfill gets a nasty dessert.
It wasn't that bad. It was
Oh God,
bad,
it
but it
was.
wasn't that bad.
Oh, it wasn't nearly as bad as the first time, but I don't know. You have to see the video.
Like I said, I'll get it edited and up. I'm hoping for Friday. I was hoping to not have anything to do tomorrow morning, but I went to the store to get shipping material.
Which Friday though?
This Friday.
Friday of next year.
All right.
I would put it in a sauna to remember, but she didn't even check it.
When I remember to.
Yeah, I
But
love how people say, "Oh, I'll help you," but nobody fucking does.
anyway, do you have any other tips and tricks that help? Like,
um,
keep your goals smaller.
let's
Like,
see.
I
What
think
kind
that's a
of?
big one.
Well, everything kind of revolves around my spreadsheet. Like I look at my 12-week fitness challenge spreadsheet on the website, and it tells me how much I want to weigh at the end.
Yeah.
Like I said before, and so that's kind of a motivator, especially since here we go. I am pitting myself against Will Smith. You've already beat Will Smith. You did 20
Right?
pounds in a month.
Yes,
20 pounds in 20 weeks, my ass. Pansy.
but I still think, but we've still proven over the years that bigger people who put forth the effort lose more or lose
Yeah,
faster than,
yeah. Bigger people lose much faster than skinnier people.
yeah.
So I was kind of, he started off at 220. I started off at 239, I think it was. So I was a
Yeah.
little bit bigger than what Will Smith started on his little documentary. And I say that with air quotes. Oh, I'm gonna go on a rant. I can feel it brewing.
All right.
Anyway, so one of my goals is to prove the boy wrong,
Yeah.
and that kind of poke fun at somebody who can afford a camera crew, a nutritionist, and a personal trainer can't lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks. Bullshit. Uh-uh.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm telling you, it had to be more for dramatic effect to get the clicks. That was
Yeah.
it. And it pisses me off when people do that, especially Will Smith, someone I respected. I love Will Smith movies. I think he's a great guy. But this whole 20 pounds in 20 weeks thing is triggering for me like you wouldn't fucking believe. Like, I can't wrap my mind around it.
Have you watched?
He's already prone. Yeah. And he's already prone to being fit. That's what I don't get. Why is it taking you so long to lose 20 pounds? I can lose 20 pounds if I shit right.
Did you watch the video of it? Did you watch it or did you just
I,
see
I
the
watched a
clip?
bunch of I watched a bunch of clips through it.
Oh, okay.
Skimmed through like everybody does.
Yeah.
And I watched
Okay.
the ending of it, and they don't actually show that he actually did it at the end. It was one of those cliffhanger type moments where they look at the scale and then poof, it was over. That's why I believe that that the whole deal was nothing but dramatic effect to get the clicks, because the way they went through and made the video.
That's not what we're talking about. But
It's
actually,
motivating.
kind of it is. I was
It
going to
is.
say it is because it is
It
motivating
motivates
you
me.
to.
It motivates me to prove that celebrities suck.
And I mean, what if that works for you and it seems to be?
I have a better. I have a better motivator. Revenge. That
Yes.
works too.
But I mean, let's see. Let me think. So a couple other things that help. Like I said, there's some days when I can
Yeah,
just not even think about it, but then there's some days where it's like almost minute by minute I have to encourage myself to be good. Yesterday, so I did say, I didn't do good, but yesterday when I got off work, I was really hungry and I'm like, I'm just gonna go fucking buy food. I don't even care. I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna,
Mhm.
and then I'm like, you know, you have shit to eat at home. You
Mhm.
don't need anything. You're not actually hungry. Oh, one of the other things I forgot to mention. I was so proud of myself on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Work gave us $10 worth of free food.
Ah.
And by the time I got a chance to buy something, the only thing open in the area that I was in was the Pizza Hut. And I was talking to
Uh,
Airbeth on the phone. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm eating pizza and whatever. Eating pizza. I'm doing it. So I went.
oh, that's that snap you
Uh-huh.
sent me, huh? Well, I
So
didn't know what the hell that was all about.
yeah. So I went and got myself a personal pan pizza. I got the Supreme and
Hmm?
a small cup of ice cream because
Yeah.
it was free. The ice cream was free. And I took one bite of the pizza and I was like, you know what? This is not freaking worth it. And I'm gonna eat this ice cream because I'm not that bitch that turns down free ice cream. Um,
It's free dairy. Woo!
but
There's no calories in free shit, is there?
but I was like, you know, I'm this doesn't taste worth it. So I just ate the toppings off of my off the pizza
Yeah.
and threw the crust all the crust away except for the one bite that I took.
Yeah, I was wondering. You sent me that snap that you're proud of yourself, and all I see is a bunch of stripped pizza
Uh-huh.
crusts. This guy get wiped out. Just a stack of crust.
Yep. But I didn't eat the crust. I just took the one bite and was like, no, this is not good. This is not what I want. This is
That's
not
funny
worth
though.
it.
That's the crust is like 2/3 the weight of a pizza,
Yeah.
so you'd have to eat quite a bit of it in order to feel the same feeling of full.
Yeah.
That wasn't worded right. As long as you want to show what the hell I was saying, that's good, I guess.
But I mean, I ate the toppings and then I ate the free ice cream. And I had got myself a Coke Zero with with my pizza.
Cool.
And I was just pretty impressed by the decision that I made to not because especially when I'm hungry already, I tend to make really poor food decisions.
I think everybody does though.
Yeah.
That's why
Eh,
they say never go shopping while you're hungry.
Yeah. Oh God, shopping while hungry is a bad idea for me.
You'll wind up spending a shit ton of money.
Uh-huh. But I mean, it was again, I was pretty proud of myself for that. And then, going to Texas Roadhouse and being like, "Fuck this, I'm eating bread." Um, but that it was so yummy. It was so worth it. Not Chris says, "Good job, Sam. I don't think I could do that. Not with pizza." Um, I was pretty impressed with
Me
myself
either.
because pizza is my favorite food. I think we've talked about that before. And
I think so.
it helps that it was like at the airport, just a personal pan
Airport pizza.
pizza. I mean, granted it was Pizza Hut, but it just I was like, meh,
It's still airport pizza.
yeah. So I mean that made it a little easier to do, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was. And it's just
And
little
I,
things like that I mean, that was actually really, I was so proud of myself and I was like, yes, look at me doing a good job.
Diana brought up last night about how, or asking if I was proud of her for having pizza. She ate a whole pizza, but it had pepperoni, or not pepperoni. It had a pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, but it's the crust that is the carbs if you're not working out. But hey, baby steps.
Right?
So I brought up Mod Pizza. Is that where you got it from? Mod Pizza, where it was the, what
Yeah,
was
the
it, cauliflower
cauliflower
crust?
crust. Oh, God, I love
See, yeah,
mod
that
pizza.
I couldn't tell the difference between that. It's a flatter crust, kind of like
Like a thin crust.
a thin crust pizza.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I couldn't tell the difference when you brought that slice.
Hmm.
It was really good.
It's so good. I love to get mod pizza.
Probably a fraction of the fucking carbs and calories too.
Okay, Chris says, Sam, do you have any keto buddies doing that diet with you? No, I actually don't. Typically when I do it, um, Mom was going to do it with me, but she's really slacking. Alyssa was going to do it with me, and she's who normally does it, my cousin. But she is not. She's still slacking. I mean, she's still just
No shit.
super slacking. So realistically, I don't have anybody who's doing it with me, or the closest person I have that's actually trying attempting to do well is Mike with wherever he's at right now. But he's actually pretty supportive.
Oh
Everybody's
yeah,
pretty supportive of me
I
doing it.
will.
Just
I will eat whatever you make.
yep.
So like if you decide that you're gonna make like that teriyaki um,
The chicken.
cauliflower rice,
Yeah,
oh
I
that is
love that.
so good. It we needed what was it? We didn't have onions last time.
Yeah, mushrooms
Mushrooms, onions
and
too, wasn't it?
onions,
Yeah,
both mushrooms and
that
onions.
makes that did make a difference. But
Yeah,
even without it, it was still
it
pretty
was
good.
so good.
So I'll
Yeah,
eat whatever you make. So I'm very supportive. There's like there's not a lot of things in keto that I don't like aside from palmini. Just Chris says you just got to keep racking up those little wins. That's how you get there.
it really
Exactly.
is. I mean,
Any victory is still a victory.
exactly.
Oh, but she is not.
But she is not.
Yeah.
I don't.
She would support me, but she's not going to.
Well, no, she's supporting me. She's just not doing. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this with you," and then,
Nah.
meh. she's she's struggling herself, but and both of them are. I mean,
Well,
normally, like I said, normally one of the two of them are when I'm doing good or are like, "Yeah, I'll do this with you," and they, but both of them, both Mom and Alyssa.
yeah. Chris says I finally ate cauliflower rice for the first time. Was pretty good. I especially liked it mixed with actual rice, but that's just me. Well, then that defeats the purpose of it, man. I'm cutting my real rice with fake rice. You
Hey,
sound like some kind of coke fiend. He's trying to get more out of his bag by putting some flour in
not
it.
necessarily, because even if that meant he cut down the amount of actual rice that he was eating, that's still better.
Yeah, I guess it really depends on how much rice you actually consume.
Yeah,
And if you watch any of his videos, it's a pretty good sized bowl.
yeah. So,
I get it though, because I get the same way with chicken fried rice from uh,
pan
Trader Joe's.
Trader
No,
Joe's,
I
yeah.
haven't. I need to go to Trader Joe's again. But with Trader Joe's though, I've learned to only give myself a half a serving, which is 2/3 cup of rice, and then a half a serving of the main dish. So like kung pao chicken, and that there's 230 calories. I feel full. I'm good to go. So I get the rice thing, but I don't know. I guess baby steps. Cut it up a
Well,
bit.
see, that's what he said. That didn't defeat the purpose. It cut the calories in half, though. See? That's
Well,
awesome.
yeah, like I said, it's baby steps, I guess.
I mean, in all honesty, if you, like you said, if you've seen Chris's videos and you see how big his bowl is, if he cut it like half and half with the cauliflower,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, that probably eliminates like almost 200 calories just off that one bowl.
Yeah.
So,
And
okay.
like Chris says, I'm not a low carb guy. I've lost plenty of weight eating carbs. Yeah.
Me too. I'm not a low carb guy either. I'm normally keep myself active enough to burn it all though. So
Yeah.
my
I
physiology is, I think my physiology is one of those that is more prone to development
yeah,
because everybody has a different physiology. That's one of the big things. What works for one person may not work for another is because of genetics. Um,
exactly.
if you look at my family, we all have really good genetics when it comes to physical build
Yeah.
on both sides.
See, and that's
So
I mean,
I'm
I
prone to it.
like I've said many times, is I have tried every just about every freaking diet there is out there because I've been
Uh,
big most of my life. Like
I think the one that you guys did the best on was Lean for Life, but like you said, it's way restrictive.
it's too restrictive, and I do good on
Uh,
keto as long as I'm paying attention. And again, I've kept my carbs low and I am losing. We were supposed to measure today.
were we?
Yeah.
Oopsies.
So, but I am still losing. I could just be losing faster and better if I was paying better attention to the quality of food that I'm eating rather than, just what can I eat keto from fast food because I'm in a hurry,
Yeah.
or I'm just gonna grab a handful of trail mix for dinner because I'm too lazy to find something before I go to
or
work.
or a bag of jelly beans on the way to Denver.
Yeah.
I
Not my.
like all the keto snacks we have.
I
So
do too. I like them a lot. But that's not necessarily beneficial to my overall diet plan if that's all I'm taking for dinner.
that's true. You need something more filling.
Yeah.
It's a fucking meal.
Because what I've been taking for dinner has just been basically a bunch of processed keto snacks. Because
Well,
I
maybe you
wait until
should
it's time to go, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I need food.
so go into Costco and grab some salad and air fry a chicken and take a
Uh-huh.
chicken salad.
That's actually one of my favorite things to do. I just get lazy.
Yeah.
Chris is, but then again, I also like losing weight, being sick as fuck. So consider the source. I
Yeah, I
also
think was
love
it
losing
Chris
weight
lost.
by being sick.
I think Chris lost like 16 pounds when he was sick for 2 days. Like, well, that's one way to go about doing it.
I mean, honestly, like,
Borderline bulimic. Go out. I don't know. Would that be bulimia if you purposely go out and get yourself sick just so that you yak and shit yourself?
no, that's just you happen to get sick.
I just happened to get sick by sticking my tongue down someone's throat who was sick.
Yeah, because somebody I know has done that.
I wanted the day off. So our
Well,
friend brought back something nasty from her trip to Mississippi, Missouri. It was one of
yeah,
those
I don't
places.
remember.
She brought back something that was she was it was
Oh, she doesn't
coming out
remember.
both sides. Yeah, she was a one hurt cookie. So this was like 25 years ago before Sam and I actually hooked up.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted the day off, so I stuck my tongue down her throat.
Yep. Hey, Neo.
It was consensual. She had a thing for me, so it was pretty easy to get a kiss off of her. And yeah,
Yeah, he
boy
was
did
sick
I got
for like
the I
three
got the
days.
day off. It was horrible. I don't know what she brought back, but it was satanic. So I was
There you
sitting
go.
on the toilet and yakking into the to.
Like Chris says, not bulimia. Getting sick on purpose would just be
It's just dumbass,
dumberassery. Mm.
dumbassery. Hey, whatever works to accomplish the goal. Was that scene from Endgame? Whatever it takes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was one that was hidden by Neo. I didn't even see it pop
That's
up.
what I
God,
said.
she's on the ball. I'm late, but I'll catch the replay. Um, yeah.
Right? Jeez.
Anyway, so whose turn was it? Because you went off on a tangent,
It's your
and then I just
turn.
fed off it. Is it my turn?
Yes.
What else do I do that's motivating? Um, I can't think of anything that doesn't evolve around my spreadsheet. Gamifying. Like I gamify
Oh,
everything, whether it's
yeah.
fitness or with writing. Um, so that's when you turn any mundane task into something fun. Now, for me, collecting data is stupid fun. So I have spreadsheets for my writing. I have it for weight loss. I had spreadsheets set up for calculating the type of weapons I could use in EverQuest 2 to do damage to a certain type of creature at certain specific levels of a character. I have spreadsheets for everything. So that kind of stuff is stupid fun. So like when I get in front of the Xbox, like yesterday I played Avengers Battle for Earth, I will play the arcade version and then see if how fast I can beat the arcade version and
Yeah.
record my best scores. I keep track of all my scores in Virtual Smash to try to beat my highest. I I use exercise.com to keep track of my individual exercises to see if I can break personal records because I like doing that. Like when I first started this whole thing, I could only do 8 push-ups when I weighed 300 plus. And so I worked hard, and when I did 22 push-ups, I geeked out about it for like months.
Right?
And at first, one of my sons was like kind of laughing at me because I could only do 22 push-ups. I'm like, yeah, but keep in mind, when I started, I could only do 8. And so that put it into perspective for him, and immediately he recanted and said, good job. So that kind of stuff I geek out about
Yeah.
is trying to beat my best scores scores with parentheses. Best number of reps, how much weight I can lift. Um, what else? Oh, I like gamifying Fitbit. I like playing the Fitbit bingo.
Yeah.
But I also like keeping track of my steps for the day. I know how many rounds I have to do in the backyard to hit 3,500 calories burned in a day because of my spreadsheets. But I gamify everything.
I mean, I think that's actually a really good tip in general is make things
Make it fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Because if it's fun and doesn't feel like work, you're more likely to continue doing it. If it
Yeah.
feels like, oh God, I gotta go work out, you're gonna give up on it and you're not going to.
Right?
If you're like,
All
oh,
those
I'm gonna go play my game, woohoo, then you're
well,
gonna keep up with it.
all those people who bought DVD workout DVDs in the 90s, where are they now? Collecting dust in a closet somewhere or at a thrift store.
Yeah.
Because people come out the gate strong and do them for like a month and then like, fuck it. It's the same thing with gym memberships. Gym memberships go through the roof in the months of January and February, and
Uh-huh.
then they drop off at April. Why? Because people don't think it's fun.
Yeah.
And, if you find a way to make it fun, then you are more likely to keep going.
So,
Like, the only reason why I haven't gone to the gym, I was going to go to the gym yesterday. It was fucking warm today. And
yeah.
yesterday. The only reason why I didn't go to the gym this week is because I am doing that case study where I want to see how much weight I can lose doing nothing but playing the Xbox. I still strap the weights to my hands, but so after this case study, I'm going to start going back to the gym starting next Monday. But I want to go. I want that whole week of data so I can write the blog post.
So Chris says, not that it is helpful or counts as tip, but the thing that motivates me more than anything is just losing weight in the first place. Seeing my weight go down is motivating as fuck. Oh,
Motivation.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Anytime I step on the scale and it's lower, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna keep doing this. This
Oh
is
no.
awesome.
No. What she geeks out about is when she steps on the scale and asks her, "Is this the right person?" Because she lost so much
I love
since last
that.
time she
That
stepped
like
on it.
that totally makes me want to continue doing because my scale it connects Bluetooth and if you lose, I think it's like more than 7 pounds.
I think so. I've
It
only seen it do it to me once.
Yeah, if between times you've stepped, it's like, oh, are you sure this is you? And I'm always like, yes, that's me. It is me. I did that. So you're right, Chris. That is super motivating. Once I'm losing and I step on the scale or take measurements and I see that there actually is a difference, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna keep doing this. This is awesome. At
Yeah.
the same time, when I step on the scale and there's not a change, I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? This is bullshit. I don't even want to do this anymore. Fuck, I don't like this.
Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
Right.
Everybody's a critic. Chris
Chris.
says, I love Michael's Costco story about one arming a bag of kitty litter or dog food or whatever. It was dog food.
Yeah.
That was probably a very motivating moment. Yes. It wasn't at Costco, it was at Walmart. And I was buying a
Dog food.
50-pound bag of dog food for Bandit in Pandora. Well, I picked up the bag of dog food with one arm and threw it in the cart, and I stopped for a second because I'm like, that was not 50 pounds. So I look back and I'm like, did I pick up the wrong bag? Because I lifted it with one arm without thinking. And no, it was 50 pounds of dog food that I lifted, and it was so much easier. It blew me away. And so I still geek out about that. Like when that happened, I was like, I'm a badass for like a week.
Let's see. Chris says, haha, Sam, that's a cool story. I need a scale like that, as long as it doesn't say smart ass stuff when I gain too much. Okay,
See,
so
now
the thing is, when you gain weight, it does also be like, are you sure
Are
this
you
is
sure
you?
this is you?
And I'll be like, fuck you, scale.
See, I
Yes,
wish,
I'm sure.
I would buy a scale if I could put in custom messages.
Oh, like
I have,
Garfield. Like,
oh no, I have, well, like my spreadsheet
well,
for
yeah.
writing. If I don't hit a certain percentage of writing per day, my spreadsheet calls me out on it. It gives me all kinds of motivating and disparaging remarks because that's the kind of person I am.
But, I mean, if you
Sarcastic.
ever read or watched Garfield,
Yeah.
his scale used to say bullshit to himself, bullshit stuff to him all the time. I would love a scale. It probably hurt my feelings
Yeah.
more than
I would.
anything.
I would program the shit out of that actually.
Yeah.
I set many. Okay, Neo says I set many weight goals for myself. I am right pounds away from hitting my first weight goal. Nice.
That's awesome. I think
I
that's
am maybe 8 pounds away,
maybe, I
but
don't know.
it's right. The fact that I am trying to find new workouts that I can do to motivate me to work out. I like the
Yeah.
fact. Okay. Yeah. Um, that's what, the hardest part about finding shit that works for you is finding shit that works for you.
Yeah.
It's okay to try everything else that everybody suggests. Just go into it with an open mind. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It just means you have to find something that does.
Yep.
And so if you're motivated by a spreadsheet or by a scale calling you out because you gain too much weight,
Yep.
or if you enjoy breaking personal records, it's all you are in competition with yourself. That's it.
I
It doesn't
can't
matter
tell
what
you
I
how
do. It doesn't matter what
often
Sam
I have
does.
to tell the kids that. Eight
Yeah.
8 pounds. That's awesome. 8 pounds away from hitting your first weight goal. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she also lost like 20 pounds in January. So you both did really well last
Yeah.
in January. Yeah.
I need to actually step on the scale. I was gonna do it this morning, but then I was in too much of a hurry to get out of the house so I can get back here before
No.
it was time to start.
Yep. I stepped on the scale 270 or 270.
Wow.
I hope not. 227 even. So I
Oh.
lost half a pound since yesterday.
Yeah, that's what my fitness pal updated that you'd lost 0.5 pounds since your last weigh-in.
Yep. Which is good considering that I didn't burn the difference last night. I was doing great, but then I had Fireball, and then I had a couple of snacks. Then I went to bed.
Yeah.
But I didn't eat nearly as bad as I used to. So,
Well, that's a small.
baby steps.
Yeah.
I'm going to try really hard to keep it in the green because I want to see how much I can lose playing the Xbox. Damn it.
I mean, I think people put too much focus on the large goals and too much on they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
they don't focus enough on the any win's a win.
Yeah. Like, I could sit there and say, oh, I only lost 1.2 pounds since last Tuesday. Or I can say that I've lost 9 pounds since I started this damn thing,
Exactly.
which is just over 2 pounds a week. And
Yeah.
so that's that's average compared to the CDC.
Yep.
It's lower than my average if I actually put in effort, but I weighed 241 at Christmas. Christmas morning, I weighed 241.
Yep.
I'm down 14 pounds since Christmas.
So Neo
So,
says I am back to my 23 pounds weight loss. I messed up big
nice.
time 2 weeks ago. I got myself back on track last week. That's awesome. 23 pounds is awesome. I think that's what I am at
Yeah.
for the year. Like I said, it's been like 2 weeks since I stepped on the CEO because I might be a slacker. Um,
So, yeah, see how you go.
but I mean, that's phenomenal. That's great.
Yeah.
And the best, the easiest, the best thing to do is not put yourself down when you mess up. I
Yeah.
mean, because we're all humans and we're gonna mess up. We're gonna have birthday weekends where
Nobody's
we go
perfect.
eat like cows, or um,
Yeah. Or drive from Sterling to Denver with a bag of jelly beans.
yeah. And the best thing to do is not put yourself down and not get mad at yourself. You can get a little frustrated and be like, "Damn it, I messed up. Well, tomorrow's a new day. I'll make it better."
Yeah.
That's Neo. Okay,
Neo.
so hold on. I got a story about this because I'm having the same problem. So Neo
Well,
says, my clothes feel great. TMI, some of my underwear is baggy. So yesterday, the underwear I wore to work, I'm trying to leave work, and my underwear is literally down below my butt cheeks. Like, it has fallen down so much that it's just all sagging right under, like, across my thighs and below my butt cheeks. The only thing holding it up is the crotch of my pants. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this?
might as well go commando.
Yeah. So then I didn't even have to pee, but I had to stop in the bathroom at work to pull my panties up. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, that's good.
It's awesome. I mean, it's awesome, but I was like, damn, I'm going to have to throw these away.
Chris says, and it's double what Will Smith was doing. Exactly. Will Smith was focusing on 1 pound a week. I've done double that. I could do better, but, I'm still doubling it. So, oh, bitch. I'll still lose 20 pounds before 2 weeks easy. Or 20 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Chris also says,
At,
yeah, not beating yourself up when you get off track is key for a lot of people. I
yeah,
suppose some do okay with the tough love approach, but for me, I just end up demotivating myself that way. Yeah, I
yeah,
I get that negative self-talk, and then it's so much easier to convince myself to eat the bag of jelly beans,
yeah.
to
Fuck it.
just
I'm just gonna eat this whole pint of ice cream,
yeah, and
or
just fuck
what
it.
I
I'll just and
what was it? It was a half gallon of chocolate peanut butter Breyers
yeah,
ice cream that I ate a couple
yeah.
weeks ago. No, it was before the fitness challenge. That's right. Because I'm recording everything, so it was before I started the fitness challenge. I
So it
had
would have been like 3 weeks
a
ago.
half gallon of Breyers chocolate peanut butter ice cream
I
in one day.
I come home from work and Mike's like, it was a bad day, and I'm like,
Yeah, it was.
oh yeah, why? What happened? And he's like, I ate that
So,
whole thing. I'm like, the big thing you just bought? He's like, yeah,
yep.
the whole thing.
What can I say? I love my chocolate peanut butter.
um,
I can pack it away some days. I didn't eat it all in one sitting. I did spread out the ice cream throughout the entire day. So
still,
I
that's an
don't think
excessive amount of ice cream in a day.
I can eat the whole thing in one sitting. I think that's
Oh
just too
God,
much.
that's
But I did spread out. I had 4 of my big bowls throughout the day. And well, after the third one, I was going to go. No, I'm just going to get a little topper. And I looked at it, and it's like almost gone. I'm like,
yeah. Might as well
yeah,
finish it off.
fuck it. So I brought the whole thing in here.
Neo says, not beating myself up this go around has motivated me to keep trying instead of giving up.
There you go.
Me too. This year, when I started, I was going to do this keto thing. Rather than being super negative with myself and being mean to myself, because I'm mean to myself. We've talked about that before in these podcasts. My self talk is awful. Like all the time, I'm like, you're just fuck a cow, and I'm like, hey, reel it in. It's okay. And so this year
Yeah.
um I'm more willing to be accepting of my faults and messing up, and more forgiving of myself. And if I order cheese sticks with my lunch when I go to Arby's and I'm like, yeah, that's a little higher than carb count than you really need today. I
Right.
don't just fuck it, I'm gonna eat the bread too, and I'm like, well, make sure you track that. And if you don't lose weight, then you know why.
Yeah.
And it's been so helpful to keep me on track, just to not put myself down, not be negative about it.
Yeah.
Neo says money wise, baggy underwear is a bad problem, but feeling good about the weight loss, even if the scale says otherwise, is awesome. That's
Yeah.
exactly it, because
That's
I feel that's one of the reasons we were supposed to measure today, is because I feel like stepping on the scale, I I'm like, man, I've only lost just this little bit, but all my clothes fit so much different. And like I said, my underwear were falling off my butt yesterday.
Didn't
So,
we have didn't we do a show recently about why your weight fluctuates, or
yes.
was it just a blog post I did?
No, I think we did a show. Or
Oh,
maybe it was
I
just, I
guess
don't know, we'll have to look.
maybe y'all need to watch it again.
Chris says, I'm not much for sweets, like I never crave them, but if we had a tub of chocolate ice cream in the freezer, I'd be in trouble because I love that shit. Yeah.
Ah. I yeah, like I don't get well, okay, that's a lie. There's times where I get an insatiable craving for chocolate. Um but that day was just bad.
Mike says all the
All
time,
around.
if he goes through and buys the big thing of ice cream and then portions
And then
it
portions it
out,
out. If I take the time and actually scoop it out into 1 cup portion sizes, which I normally do, um, then I can make that whole thing last quite a while because that's only 280 calories per serving. I get what I like out of it. I'm not restricting myself, and I do really well if I just remember to do that. Otherwise, I'll sit there and eat the whole fucking thing. So
yeah.
it's good. Neil says, I'm not much for sweets, but I am finding ways of eating whipped cottage with sweet options.
Whipped
Cottage
cottage
cheese?
cheese, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was even an option.
We talked about it.
What the hell's whipped cottage cheese?
We talked
Did
about it.
we?
It might have been, I don't know if it was on this. I think it was actually on
Or Sanctuary?
Writer Sanctuary one night. She was talking about whipping the cottage cheese.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now it's starting to
Yeah.
remember. That's right.
Or non-fat plain Greek yogurt. Those would
Never been
both
a
be
big
good.
fan of
I should
cottage cheese.
actually. I forget that I like
Greek
cottage
yogurt.
cheese. One of the things I have started doing that I actually love. So I drink the Fairlife protein shakes. I really, really like those. Um, I found this on TikTok that you get the sugar-free pudding, and you mix the
Oh,
sugar-free
yeah, yeah.
pudding with
Is that
the
what's in the
you.
fridge?
Yeah, it's pistachio pudding. I
Yeah.
actually made it too thick. It needs
Oh,
more milk added to it if you're gonna eat
yeah.
it.
I
But
like thick stuff, though.
but you mix it with the protein shake, and it's such a good snack. And I mean, calorie wise, it only ends up being. I happen to have a pistachio pudding on my desk.
Still?
Yeah, I keep forgetting to take it in the kitchen.
Yeah, forgetting. Sounds kind
Um,
of a kink. You
so
got Jello kink.
no. So it's only like 25 calories. It's a little more when you add in the protein shake. I think it's like maybe 50 calories. But then you get the protein, and it's got 5 carbs in it plus like it's like 7 carbs I think when I mix it
That's
up.
the that's the sugar-free stuff we got, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's so and it. I just have the
Oh,
half a cup serving.
I have sugar-free butterscotch in there, and you
Yes, you
have
do.
chocolate or the caramel
Uh-huh.
protein shakes.
And I still have one
Ooh.
vanilla left too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so it's nice. I'll get home from work and I just think I want something. And, I'm like, oh, I just need some snack. So I've been eating the pudding when I get here from work. And
Yeah.
I just put it in the half cup servings, the little ones you have that you were saying, like that you have for the ice cream.
Yeah.
And I eat
Yeah.
it with a tiny spoon because then it feels like,
I don't have one in here.
no, one of the orange leaf or one of my little bamboo baby spoons.
I'm telling you, the orange leaf spoons are awesome.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to fly to Omaha just so I can go to Orange Leaf
An
and get
orange
spoons.
leaf.
So that's the closest Orange Leaf.
Chris says half the problem is just having junk in the house in the first place. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's being a battle in our house, your environment to stack the deck in your favor.
Very true.
I, I, I do fairly well even with snacks in my house. Like I portion everything out. When I have a snack of Nutter Butters, it's just 2 cookies, 150 calories. If I have the calories for it, I eat it. Good to go. So I actually do fairly well with food in the house.
I didn't used to. I used to have a really hard time with like the girls having food or Mike having something different and
Yeah.
not being able to deal with that. I'm like, well, I'm gonna eat this anyway. Erebeth has Oreos that she left here. I'm gonna fucking eat them. Now, for some reason, I don't. I think it's
Oh,
probably
those
because I have so many fucking snacks of my
right? That's what
own
I was gonna
here.
say. You have like 9 bags of keto-based snacks, and those keto cookies are really good.
Don't eat all my
those
cookies.
those the itty bitty ones. I haven't
Oh,
had any yet.
okay. Those are
I haven't had any.
so good. Those chocolate chip
They are.
cookies.
Yeah,
We need to do a review on that. One of us does.
that'll be a hard one to do. Not a
Yeah.
review, but the not eating all of your
Not eating all
cookies.
of them. I know. I got them
I
at
still have.
Costco. I think they're like high key or something like that. They're chocolate chip cookies and they are so freaking good.
Yeah,
So good. They're
I haven't
just,
tried
I mean,
the
they're
other thing they
tiny.
got.
They're really small. And I think they're like, you get 10 of them in a serving.
That's quite a few actually.
Yeah, it's a lot. And they're keto friendly.
See, and I've been grooving on roasted almonds. The
Oh, I
dark
love,
chocolate covered almonds are
oh,
really
I
good.
can't find those again. We had bought those at
The
Costco.
the ranch parm crisps are
Yeah.
awesome. I love ranch parm crisps. Um, the keto crackers I use with tuna fish, that's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So there's all kinds of shit here we can eat.
Right. But I mean, I think it also helps that I buy my own food and you buy your own food.
You put a hole through your dilly.
I did.
Well,
Shit. I don't have anything to
it's
put it in where it's not going to be disgusting. Uh,
Well, Sam is leaking slime now that it's time to wrap this up.
right.
Is it official? Okay, Neil says, is it official that the Palmini video is going up this week, Sam? She wasn't here when you brought that up, so.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to have it try. I'm going to try and get it edited to be up on Friday. Is my goal.
Yeah. So she says.
I'm trying.
But like I pointed out, I'm still waiting on a review for a keto breakfast that she was supposed to do last year. So I'm not holding my breath.
I will try and get it.
Worst case scenario, I'll just take the reaction part of the video and just slap it up.
Yeah.
Chris says, yeah, my best remedy has been to stock up on stuff that fits my diet. I
Yeah.
even keep it in my own little section of the pantry, fridge, etc. But on my weekdays, I still just plow through everything in sight. Yeah, I do sometimes at night. I still have an issue with, I get a voracious appetite after dinner, and I still can't figure out why. That's why I'm like, I should go back to streaming at night, even if it's just streaming on Twitch. I refuse to eat on camera. Like eating that
Oh,
palmini
yeah. I was
yesterday.
gonna say yesterday he struggled
That
so
was
bad
yeah.
with eating that on camera.
I don't eat on camera, and so that wasn't why I was struggling.
Well,
I was struggling because that shit sucks. But I refuse to eat on camera, so I'm like, maybe I should just stream 7 days a week. One day on Rider Sanctuary, I do Sundays on YouTube, but just start streaming on Twitch the rest of the time. Not that
yeah.
anybody watches me.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
even if there's nobody watching, it still serves the
you're still
purpose
on
of
camera. You're
stopping
still
me.
not.
Yeah, stopping me from eating. Like during Extra Life, when I stream for 12 hours a day on Saturday and 12 hours on Sunday, I will have somebody take over my computer so I can eat.
Yep.
I think last time I had Annika playing Grand Theft Auto while I had lunch.
I think so.
I refuse to eat on camera, so I don't do mukbangs. Ew.
It's so gross. All it is glue slime.
Uh,
Um, so it's glue and borax and black food coloring that was put in a balloon,
and
and it was
special
such a
sauce.
great stress ball. It was great.
Yeah, it was for you had it for like 2 days.
No, I've had it for like 2 weeks. I accidentally froze it in the
Uh,
car though. That's part of why the balloon was.
Chris says Michael just need to be eating something else late at night, but he'll need to get out of the house more to make that happen. Right?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's part of this whole 12. Oh, there's a motivator. I miss skinny people sex.
Right?
Goodbye monetization. Oh,
Please.
monetize anyway. I'm nowhere near being monetized with Crossing Colorado. Though, it does make it more difficult to get a sponsor.
Right?
I'll never be sponsored on anything.
No. You got too bad of a potty mouth.
Up. No.
Yeah.
The fuck I do.
The fuck you do.
Bullshit, Klaus.
Okay, fine. I have too bad of a potty mouth. There
Yeah,
go.
you do. You're worse than I am.
I
And my
have.
daughter's getting close to your level.
Which one?
You corrupted my youngest.
I did not. That's all on her
Yeah,
own.
no.
Her potty mouth is bad. But
My
okay,
14
any
year old
other?
my 14-year-old sounds like a drunken truck driver.
She's 15.
I keep forgetting.
But any other tips or tricks or?
Um, no, I think that's about it. Mine aren't all that elaborate. Mine's pretty much centered around my spreadsheet and having fun.
Yeah.
I find it fun to do stupid shit like that. I love crunching numbers. I'm going to do a case study on how many calories you can walk at 2 miles an hour at the same distance versus 4 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Neil says, well, you aren't stressed now. You're just trying to clean up the mess. Goal achieved, no stress.
Right. I don't know. That mess is kind of stressful. Don't do it. Neo also says, skinny people sex. What is that? I've never had that
Never
before.
had that before. I'm doing it. Sit somebody on top and bzz, spin him like a top.
Oh, jeez. You're such a
Okay,
dork.
that's a topic for a whole other day there, Neo.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna have to make another YouTube channel for the more grotesque shit.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway.
it is 12:10. Are we
Oh,
done?
shit. Yeah, we have to be done. I have to get ready for work.
Oh, yep. And I gotta get lunch before I start freaking out.
Yep.
Because I do have a problem with being hypoglycemic. So.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, what do we got? My tips are all centered around gaming and collecting data and being a dork, and yours are all
Making things fun, and I'm like, I don't know how to recap.
void. That's a topic for another channel.
Are
We'll set
just
ourselves up a
really
Chatterbait account.
my tips and tricks are really figuring out what works for you individually and going with it and trying to make the best of whatever and being okay with if something doesn't work, try something else.
Yeah. Flex my arms. Oh. So I played my game yesterday and my triceps are sore.
Sore?
Well, it's because I do all the punching with the 2 pounds on each arm.
Oh, yeah.
So, oof.
Neo says,
love
Michael,
this
go
one.
ahead and start another channel to cover that topic.
That's all I need is another channel. Another blog. I'm going to start a blog and a channel. Let's go with that one.
Right? Chris says, okay, bye guys. Good luck this week. Let's all have some good news to share next Tuesday. Let's hope so. We'll have a good week, and
I'm aiming to lose 5 pounds by next Tuesday. What do you think?
that works. Me too. I'll go for it.
Fucking A. I'm going for 5 pounds this week. Next Tuesday. I will weigh 222.
I don't know what I weigh right now, so I
shit.
can't.
That would get me awfully close to where I was before I moved in here.
Yep.
Now we rolling.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. You guys have a great week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Now give it a brief pause. Make sure I can stop this.